The current NATO summit will exclaves the journey of the different alliance and the country, which is the different way of the air strike and defense security, the functioning of the political strategy about the different way of the alliance and its work upon their strategy and its democratic reforms and its strategy. In these summits, two prominent leaders which is sidelines in the NATO summit like the Trump and Zelensky. Zelensky, which is concerned about the Ukraine and Russia conflicts and the tension between the country. It is also raised concern about the process of how to air striking is many procedures and its support of the Trump and happening of the what the next move on for the a strategy about the NATO summits. In the sideline of the Trump also said about their own air strike, which is constructed in the Ukraine, and different way for the political supports and also for the Ukraine and Russia conflicts since 2022, and this is the devastating results which is happening since now, and the procedures will also be further be support of the different way and its escalation. But the Trump statement is not clarify the support of the Ukraine, but the strategy and its data obligation about the strategy and its NATO summits, which is the prolonged strategy about the working of the alliance and its defense strategy. The current budget is more than 80 billions, and its support for the different working and its strategical reforms, which is the strategically reforming the instructions and its capability of the different European country and its strategic alliance. But the different political leaders like the Germany chancellor also is concerned about the European transmissions of the different defense, and also for the France president like the Macron's Ukrainian presidents and Ukrainian president Zelensky, and also Turkey is also concerned about the F-35 jets. Trump is not be sure about the jet 35 F-35 jet sales for Turkey, but the concerned about the process and its consideration for the happening and different movements, but about the different way of the defining, and also for the Georgia Meloni thinking about the structure of the different defense and its escalation for the political strategy, defining for the European alliance for the working of the defense and its strategically reformations for the different way and its functional. It is also talk about the Trump for the different way of the defense and its structuring for the manufacturing of the different equipments, supply chains and its efficiency. But the result about the structure of the this NATO summit, which is defining and its escalation of working for the different segments and its procedures about their different escalation. Different political leaders and scholars think about this NATO summits is gradually reforms the different challenges and its geopolitics which is occurs in the world like the state of Hormuz tensions and Russia-Ukraine, also for the inflations and climate changes, which is not big crucial, but the most prominent challenges is the state of Hormuz and the tension between Iran and also for the America. It is be more conscious and it's strategically reformations and it's a peace and prosperity because the world is also facing for the fuel crisis and the recession is in different developing country facing right now. The thinking about the structure and its a political stability, peace and its a prosperity, but the NATO alliance and it's working for the different strategical foundations and different political strategy behind the reformation in its gradually thinking about the working of the cooperations and its alliance for the NATO summits which is held in last 8 July, and thinking about the structural procedures which is the considerations for the working and its reformations which is the sidelines of the procedures which have the different defense strategy country like the Ukraine's, and also for the Germany thinking about their own defense strategy, and also for the support of NATO alliance in the different ways and its strategical cooperations which is the sidelines for the reformations. A strategy like the Trump, which is dominant in this and NATO summits, and the curious aspect about the different country needs for the different equipment of defense and its strategically reformations, gradually transforming the strategically security and its fundamental structural reforms. The process about the working for the fundamental structures growing for the reforms and its defense strategically, the allocation of consolidate structures, the procedures about the thinking about deeply and its instructed structure about the defense and its border area security, the neighboring conflicts like the Ukraine and Russia, since the escalations and its ceasefire between the Iran and Israel, which is also we support for the different ways, and Trump administrations, which is thinking about the structurals and its reformations. Zelensky is also think about there is concern about the different way of the defense strategically. Also for the Macron and Germany chancellor, which is also concerned about the defense strategy about their different way and its a procedure developmental and thinking about the procedures and its working the different alliance and its consolidated structure which is integration of the strategy support of the NATO, and it's a thinking about if someone is attacking one the people will also in united, and it's think about the this is the war of themselves and attack for their country, but they support and it's a peace and prosperity, but the world is moving like a moving like a fire where different challenges like the Venezuela, and also for the we know how Middle East is facing of the different political challenges security phase, and also for the conflicts between 3 and 4 months. The European is also facing like the different devastating of climatic condition and its escalation of different way and its emergence of the occupancy. We just seems about the world is a different way of the challenges, but the united which give us the strengths and the thinking about the proper strategy about how to peace and prosperity is the main procedure of the humanity. Still 800 billion peoples in the world which is which is they find the peace and prosperity, also for the employment opportunity in different prospects, and the thinking about the structural ease of living is also preferential, but the different geopolitical conflicts Russia Ukraine Middle East and Venezuela which is also happening. Trump administration the statement about when they are trying to enrich green fields and also for the acquire greenwich, and different European countries oppose about greenfield is not be the support of the Trump administration, but Trump is also interested because they have different types of strategically reforms and airstrike hubs also for the find in different way of the critical minerals, and between for the Europe and its neighboring of the America, which is support for their counterpart of Russia and China. The thinking about the strategy and its reformations, the administration of Trump is highly thinking about the NATO summits, and it's working for the strategical alliance for the working, and it's a different country stand about the support and its strategically reforms. The procedures and it's a different way and it's strategically challenges, and it's hoping it will be summit more be succeeded and thinking about the humanity structural peace and prosperity, because the peace and prosperity give us the strength of the humanity which have the world is going procedures, and it's thinking about the proper way of the institutionalized reforms.